Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Joyful House. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations. And nugs, nugs, nugs. That just simply means a great big old hug around the neck. If you're new here, welcome in. It is a pleasure and a joy to have you here. And if you're a returning friend, well, come on in, sit down, and let's spend some time together. Let's see who we've got here in the Joyful House with us tonight. It's so weird going live on a Thursday. But I do appreciate the grace that you gave us in canceling Tuesday. As many of you know, our friend Howie passed away Tuesday morning, and we just needed some time to reflect and celebrate his life. We will be having his Thursday on his funeral, not his Thursday, his funeral. Today is Thursday. On Monday. So we appreciate all of your continued prayers for his family and all of his friends that will be gathering to celebrate his life and lay his body to rest. All right. Hello and welcome in. Samantha and Angela is here with us. It was good seeing you over at the watch party. Miss Kate, hello, hello. How are you? So good to see you, my friend. And Dawn P is here, my beautiful, beautiful friend, who is always so encouraging to all of us and calls us her beautiful friends. Hello, Miss Dawn, and welcome in. And Jen is here with us. Hello, Jen. How are you? And Carla is here. She says, I'm going to just lay back in my recliner and watch because I haven't been feeling the greatest. I am sorry, my friend. I hope you feel better. And you know what? Tonight is going to be one of those lives you just kind of probably want to lay back and listen to. Got a lot of stuff to share, both in crochet wise and news wise. Hello, Wanda. Wanda, hopefully you'll be able to end your night soon. She was over with us at the watch party and she is still traveling right now. So continued prayers always for her while those wheels are going on the road. We always want to look out for our wonderful wandering Wanda. Carla says, hi, everyone. I'm just going to lay back in my recliner because I haven't been feeling well. I do hope you get to feeling better. Hey, Laura. It was so good having a play date with you earlier. Missed you at the watch party. Angela, Laura, Nightbot. And everyone is saying hi to each other. And as always, y'all know how much that means to me. So keep it up and just keep giving everybody big nugs and hugs and love. Hey, Miss Diane, welcome to the Joyful House on this Thursday night. So good to see you. All right, everyone is continuing to say hello, and I am at the bottom of the chat. So if you will, drop some emojis to help me find my way back. That would be absolutely amazing because y'all know I need all the help I can get. All right, now, a couple things. First thing, right off the bat, one of the changes, so there's going to be some changes to the channel, and I'm going to go over most of those at the last half of this live. We're only going to be on for about 45 minutes to an hour. I know our good friend Pam from Be Creative Crafts usually goes live on Thursday night, so I definitely want to be off and out of the way when that time comes. I have some things I want to show you, so we're going to do that. You guys have some things that you want to show us, and I think there might be a blooper or two on the end. So definitely want to check those out. We've got our wheel to do. We get to pick our wheel winner tonight for February. So that's going to be fun and exciting. So yeah, let's just jump right in. But the first thing I'm going to change on the channel is, obviously, if it's an uploaded video, I can't really point it out. Maybe I can. I'll do my best. But in a live, I am just going to simply go ahead and point it out when I give it to you. And that is your joy word. So tonight for this live, your joy word is passion. passion, Passion. I have a special video that is going to come up that's going to go over all the words that we have had from January and February, but going forward, I'm going to tell you why I chose that word and basically the meaning behind it. And we're going to start with this one right here. So the word passion, the definition means, excuse me, pardon me, how rude. It means showing strong enthusiasm or desire. The intention of this word is to follow what ignites your spirit and your creativity. So after the live is over, in the comment section, use the word passion and tell me, what is your passion? Help me get to know something about you. Share with me what your passion is. And of course, that will earn you an entry on the wheel. And also, if you also leave a comment in a separate sentence and tell me what you like most about this live, then you'll get a second entry. All right. So everyone got our joy word for tonight? It is passion. All right. The next thing I want to jump into, and I see we've got some more comments going on, so let me head over to the comments for a second. Y'all, this is like my third, kind of live tonight, so gotta slow down and get my words out. All right. Oh no, Laura, she said for some reason she could not get into the watch party. Laura, if you don't have access to seeing that intro, let me know and maybe I'll do like a extra watch party or something, so you can see it if you don't have a means to seeing it. So you can send me an email and I will check it after this live. Or you can just tell me in the chat that you need to see it. Maybe there's somebody else here that would like to try and see that intro for the questions for tomorrow night. Y'all, can you believe it? We are at the end of Anne with an E. Tomorrow night is it. Zilch, it's done. Then the next Friday night, we have our finale night, and we have Real Delight on Friday night, where we'll be featuring the movie Ever After with Drew Barrymore and Angelica Houston. If you'd like to be a part of that, all you have to do is email me, and I will send you that link on the morning of March 7th. I'm going to put my email address up here for anyone that would like to email me for that. Yeah, maybe I still have my email in this. Ah, there it is. There you go. Going across the bottom of the screen. All right. And then if you want to go ahead and mark your calendars, there will be no Bible study or movie night on Friday, March the 14th. And that is simply just because I'm having some tests and another doctor's appointment that afternoon. And so it's going to be a late night for me. And unfortunately, where I'm going for all of that, it's about an hour away from me. So then I have an hour travel back time, and I would literally be pushing it. I still don't think I'd make it back in plenty of time. So we're just going to take that week off. And then the following week, which I believe is the 21st, that's when we'll start our next series. And of course, we're going to go catch the next new season of Call the Midwife. So we're rolling back into Call the Midwife. So mark those dates on your calendar if you want. Friday, March 7th is finale night, and the Real Delight on Friday night. March 14th, get a night off. And March 21st, we come back and we start Call the Midwife in the new season. And of course, there will be a watch party the night before on the 20th. All right, let me go back over to the chat. See if we've got any new next to nug in. And we do. Miss Gwen is here. Nugs, nugs, Miss Gwen. So good to see you in the joyful house tonight. Thank you, my friends, for all the emojis that helped me find where I needed to be. And there's our lovely friend, Pam. We were just talking about how we got to get out of here, Pam, so we can get everyone over to your house. Bridget is here. Hello, Bridget. Did you have a good birthday? I hope you had a good birthday. It's been a couple weeks past now, but I've been a little bit out of things between being sick and life. So glad to have all of that behind me, though. Huh, Laura, I am so sorry about that. Well, let me know if you need to see it, and I will come up with between now and tomorrow night another time to show if there's anyone that needs to see the intro before tomorrow night. All right. Hey, Miss Sonja, Nugs. I got your message, and I haven't had a chance to fully respond to it, but prayers, my friend, prayers. God is good. He is sufficient. And I know you know what I mean. Hey, Miss Taffy, nugs to you. So good to see you. All right. The next thing we're going to do real quick is we got quite a few birthdays that are going on this week. To round out and finish out February. Of course, the last day of February is tomorrow. Can y'all believe February is already over? Like, where did it go? This is why I don't like being sick, because 1, 2, 3 weeks went by and I missed it. I missed the month of February. But here we are at the end, and we are celebrating 2 birthdays. Our good friend Mare from Runaway Needle Red and Connie with Just Another Stitch are finishing out our February birthdays. And then Saturday and Sunday, we have 2 March birthdays to celebrate. And the first one is our lovely Tank is celebrating hers on Saturday, and Mishy is celebrating hers on Sunday. And you guys, I hope you're planning to go over to Mishy's house on Sunday night for her birthday bash. And as you know, Connie with Just Another Stitch had one going on today, and sadly, I couldn't be there during the premiere because we were so busy at work today. In fact, Laura can testify to this, bless her heart. We had to postpone our play date for 30 minutes today because I didn't get out of work until 5:45 tonight. So anyway, but definitely go check out Connie's video. You've got 2 weeks to respond to that, and then she's going to do a winter video. And then Sunday night, we're having a birthday party over at Mishy's house. But if you will, I want you to join me in singing happy birthday to all of those that are celebrating their birthdays. And if you've got a birthday and you don't think I have it, please drop it in the chat or send me an email so we can celebrate your special day over on the community post and in all of the lives during your special week. All right, here we go. Let's sing happy birthday to all of our friends that are celebrating birthdays this week. All right. Thank you, everyone, for all of your birthday wishes to our friends. And Sonja says, I do. Pray for my sister. She had surgery this morning, and I haven't heard from her. She is in Florida. You guys, if you'll give me just a quick moment to write that down, I would greatly appreciate it. And Sonja, what is your sister's name? All right, and everyone is wishing everyone a happy birthday. Hello, Mateo. Welcome to the Joyful House on Thursday night. Oh, I tried coming into Cynthia today, but late because I thought you canceled it. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't. Her name is Juanita. It's a pretty name. Thank you, Sonja. Well, if there's anyone that needs to see that intro before tomorrow night, I am willing to, we only need about maybe 30 minutes to go over it. I am happy to do that. We can either do it tonight right after this live, or I can do it tomorrow afternoon. So just let me know if you need it, and I will make an arrangement to do that. Again, the intro is just given some extra opportunity for extra points before finale night on the 7th of March. All right. Again, I'm at the bottom of the chat, so if I could have some friends help me drop some emojis, that would be most helpful. And the next thing, and I love it that y'all are still welcoming each other in. Please don't stop. Keep welcoming each other. I know that it means the world to me when I go into a chat and I'm acknowledged and welcome in. It just makes me feel like I'm part of that family. I know sometimes it's hard for content creators to catch everyone, especially when you're one of those folks that has a lot of people in your chat. So I love it when you guys continue to love on each other and keep welcoming each other in, especially in the case that I or a content creator does not see someone. All right. So y'all know that I was sick for 3 weeks. And then, of course, we've been dealing with traveling back and forth to see Howie. And then, of course, he passed. So I haven't done a ton of crocheting over the last month. The only finished object I have completed over the last month, I can't show you because it is the current mystery make-along that we are doing with the Joy team. But I cannot wait until I can reveal this project. But what I can show you is where we are currently at in our mystery make-along. And if you are not a part of the Joy team, I hope that you will enjoy this journey with us as we show you the progress that we make each week on our mystery make-along. And if you are, I'm so grateful that you're over there, and I hope that you're participating in this. Tonight, before we leave, I am going to gift 5 people with memberships. So hopefully you'll come over and pick up, you know, the parts that we've done. We've only done a little bit, so it's very easy to get caught up and get with us. But anyway, this is what we're doing. I'm going to show you first where we were at going into Monday night's live. And I did a lot of talking that night instead of crocheting. And there's a reason. You guys are going to get a lot of things tonight too. But this is where we started, and it was trying to pull my stitch out. So this is what we've got so far. But once they complete what we did in the live Monday night and what their homework is this week for next Monday, this is what it's going to look like. So as you can see, we're making 2 panels so far. And anyone and everyone is free to guess what they think it is. Unfortunately, I will not be able to reveal it until it's time to reveal it. But anyway, this is where they'll be. And of course, everybody's colors are different. The colors I used on the last one are royal purple, a white, a hot pink, and a like sunshine yellow. And I'm looking at it right now, but I can't show you. But anyway, so those are the colors. But you know what? You'll get to see what the colors look like because I'm using the leftover yarn from that project. And I started a new project with the leftover yarn. So you'll get to see that color combo. So this is what I'm doing this one in. And these are the colors that I did the other one in. So you can see I'm using a very bright color on the prototype, and I'm using kind of the earthy tone colors for the one I'm making with them. But so far, this is what we've done on the Mystery Make-Along. And I would love to hear what you think it is. Just know and respect that I cannot say, oh, you're right on the money. No apples here. And if you're new to the channel, apples is just simply something that means I gave away something I wasn't supposed to. On a movie night one night, I read a question. The answer was apple. And in the question reading, I gave the answer. So it just kind of stuck. So if I give information on something that I'm not yet supposed to share, it's an apple. All right, let me check on the chat real quick and we'll go to the next project. All right, let's see. Let me know, Cynthia, please. So Taffy, does that mean you would like for me to show the introduction again? And if that is the case, I know some of you need to go on over to Pam's, but if that's the case, I will show it real quick right after this live. I just need to know who would want to come because I will have to email you a link in order to come because it is in my private Zoom room. It is not something I do on YouTube or StreamYard. So if you would like to come for 30 minutes after this live for a look at the intro, then I need you to send me an email telling me you want to come to the intro watch party. Here is my email address again, going across the bottom of the screen. All right. I can't see chat. Oh, she says now I can. Awesome. All right. And Laura, let me know. Oh, so maybe tonight would be better. Sonja says her homework is done. Lady Beth says a sweater for Todd. Yeah. Oh, she's saying, okay, gotcha. I'll tell you why. Because out of that leftover yarn, I am working on a baby sweater. And so I thought you were being silly like he is. But I will show this again in just a minute. Oh. Taffy says, I remember that night. Oh. Laura said tonight is better for her. Well, we'll do it directly after this. So if you guys will go ahead and send me an email, that way I've got that email, which Laura, I know I have yours, but if you'll go ahead and send it anyway, that way my brain remembers to send you the link. I'll get those sent out. So I'll just need a few minutes to get those links out, and then I'll hop right in there and be there to receive you. All right. If someone will drop me some more emojis, I'll greatly appreciate it. So with the leftover yarn, I am making a baby sweater. I just needed something simple to work on while we were doing all of our traveling back and forth to Winsboro to see Howie. And we also took Todd's mom to the doctors. So I just needed something simple to work on. So I just started working on a little baby sweater, and I obviously got some tails to weave in, but I am done with the body. All I need to do now is the sleeves, and I do plan on making long sleeves with this, and then a cuff at the end. So all I have left to do are the sleeves, and this cute little baby sweater will be done. So that was just something fun and easy to do in the car. Thank you. Hello, Paula. Welcome into the Joyful House. And Hope is here with us. Nugs, nugs. So good to see you guys. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Taffy. I will get that link sent out afterwards. And help me remember to say it one more time before we come off of here, in case someone else comes in that might want to go over to that. All right, the only other project I have to show you, and then we're going to go look at our friends' finished makes. If y'all will remember, I had been working on a scrap boy blanket from my scrap yarns, and I put it to the side so that I could focus mostly on getting the prototype for the mystery make-along done and working on Stranger Things. Sadly, in the 3 weeks of being sick and the 1 week of dealing with life events, I have not touched that Stranger Things blanket again. I am 3 white rows away from finishing that white section and getting ready to start the tapestry part of that section. in our next time together that will be allotted for sharing that, I will be happy that there will be some progress made on it. But in the meantime, let me show you what progress I've made on the scrappy blanket. I'm almost finished with this color, but I don't want to pull any of these stitches out. So normally I block mine off with a stitch marker so this doesn't happen. But I actually have been working on this a little bit during my play date with Laura tonight. And then, of course, we were busy during the watch party, so I didn't get to do any during the watch party. But this is what I've made progress-wise on this blanket. And I'm going to stand up. Let me try to figure out how to throw this yarn out the way. And I've got Mystery Make-Along yarn. So let me remove these projects. I got yarn hanging and dangling everywhere. That's a good problem to have. That's a happy, joyful problem to have. Yarn everywhere. All right. So here is the scrap blanket. And y'all, I love that variegated yarn right there in that little center section. And I love how it just comes and flows with this. But let me find my stitch marker. So this is where I was last at the last time I showed you this. I've been able to do, you can't really see the stitch marker. This stitch marker, so it starts right here with this kind of aqua color up. And that's what I've been able to do in the last 3 nights. I'm just doing half double crochets with this. So it is flowing pretty easy. Now, let me show you this yarn right here, this kind of greenish bluish yarn. It's the same yarn that I used right there on that little turtle. That's an unfinished project. The turtle's finished, but the blanket that goes with it is not quite finished. It is one of the projects that's on the wheel. That's a 3-weight yarn. So if you'll notice, over here on this side, because it's a 3-weight up against this 4-weight, and this is actually a 3-weight. This picks up with a 4-weight again, but you can see how it pulled in just a little bit because of the difference in the weight. But when I put the border on it, it will come out just fine. So I am not worried about that, but that is the progress. And again, just scrap yarns. So almost to a point of stopping with this one and beginning a border on it. So stay tuned and I will show you the progress with that. And this that I'm putting on there now, all of it is acrylic, except for this section, this yarn, it's actually cotton, but it goes nice. So I love the way that one's turning out. All right, let me check the chat again real quick, and then we're going to go look at the finished makes that have been sent in. And I think there's like 1 or 2 bloopers on the end of that. It's been a while since I made that video. And then we're going to head over to the wheel, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit about some changes on the channel. All right. Checking the chat real quick. It's getting hot in here, y'all. Of course, I have on 2 shirts and a sweater. And it was 74 degrees outside. Now it's 65. So it's on the warmer side. We're getting there. Dawn P, how many more days till spring? We're getting close. I tell you what, it's felt like spring the last 2 days. In fact, my boss has been gracious and allowed us to leave the front door to the office to the outside open. And my desk is right there. So I'm not only enjoying the beautiful sunshine, but I'm enjoying that beautiful breeze. Breathing in. Getting some vitamin D. Thank you guys so much for all of your comments. Sonja, Laura, Dawn, Kate. I appreciate that so much. All right, so I'm back at the bottom of the chat. If you will drop me some emojis, great. And let's share screen and let's take a look at some of your finished makes. Again, I would love for you to send in any of your finished makes so we can share them with the channel. All right, I'm going to take this banner off the bottom. I can put it back up later if anyone needs it. Screen is black, but it is ready to go. So here we go. I just want to come on and show you this little baby outfit because I am going to be passing it on to the lady that ordered it, and I will not have it when we come together for Joyful Adventures in Crafting. So here is the baby sweater, completely finished. I absolutely love the way that it turned out. It is so dainty, so cute. And then here is the little hat. It's just a simple little hat. But if you notice, it's got this cool little stitch going through it, just like the sweater. So it matches. It has the same border on it as the collar, the sleeve cuffs, and the waistcoat cuff. So here we go. I did not make booties with it. I ran out of time. But she is happy and content with just this. So wanted to share that and show that to you. All right. Thank you. Joy friends, welcome back to the Joyful House. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations, and I'm excited to be here with you today as we embark on our storybook adventure. Once upon a storybook. Yeah, I messed all that up. Hello, Joy friends. Welcome back to the Joyful House. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations. And today is our storybook adventure as we finish Anne of Avonlea, We'll be reading actually 3 chapters today. Chapter 38. Chapter 28. Really? All right. So a couple quick things, if I can remember them. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. What was I going to say? Well, one of the things was, obviously, you got to see a picture of the baby in the sweater outfit that I made. I was so ecstatic when she sent me that picture. So I was just like, oh, all of my feels. So it was great. So I'm glad I got to share that with you. I can't remember what else I was going to tell you. There was something I was going to tell you. Oh, I know what it was. I was going to highlight some comments that came through during that. Y'all see? That's how sad my brain is. Yes, Dawn, 21 more days till spring. Oh my gosh, that is worth a joy dance. If y'all cannot tell, I am so over winter, so over snow. Somebody actually asked me, was it you, Laura? Asked me if I got snow this morning. Oh, thank you, Lord, that we got no snow today. Sorry you did, but thank you, Lord, that we got no snow today. I am so ready for spring. I am ready for the time change where it gets darker later. So if you are too, how about joining me for a quick little joy dance? All right. Right, Jen? Carla, you did an amazing job on that blanket. Like, it looks so professionally made. So awesome job. And someone else made a comment. It was Jen, and I completely agree. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing your finished makes with us. Everyone did a great job. It is so great to see the talent, the creativity, and the passion that all of you have for your craft. So thank you for sharing. All right. Right, Sonja? And it was so sweet getting that picture. All right. Oh, Laura says, I hope our snow is over soon, right? I'm sure you do. All right. There was one more thing I was going to share. Oh, the bloopers. That's what it is. And then we're going to go over to the wheel. So, as y'all can see, I was finishing out Anne of Avonlea, and it got to a point that I kept having to recheck that library book out over and over. So I decided one Friday night after movie night, I sat there and commenced to read 3/4 of that book in one night. I'd read my 2 little chapters. I'd get up and I'd go change clothes. I'd come back and I'd sit down. So I mass produced, those Once Upon a Story books in one night. By the time I got to the end of the book, it was hilarious. 2 things. I was so tired. I don't even think I knew my name. I was literally reading words off the page. So I apologize if my enthusiasm kind of dwindled at the end of that book. I was laughing because I noticed that when I was making all of those mass storybooks, I was doing great to change my outfit so I didn't look like I was wearing the same outfit week after week, which y'all probably wouldn't have cared about. But I had a pumpkin sitting back here on the table. So from November to February, that pumpkin every Sunday was sitting on that table. How hilarious was that? That was a blooper in itself. But it'd be hard to extract that blooper. But you guys, no more mass reading. It will be done in real live time once a week. No pre-changing outfits, no pretending that, hey, this is the real storybook. It will be the real storybook because a gracious friend, and I don't think she's in the chat tonight, but a gracious friend did a really, really sweet, sweet thing. I shared it Monday night with the Joy team, but I waited till I was with all of you to like officially open it up. So it arrived. I'm still waiting for my box of Granny Square cards that I went back and looked that I ordered on February the 2nd and was told it would be here anywhere between February 15th and the 24th. And here it is, the 27th, and I still haven't gotten it. They say I should finally get it tomorrow. We'll see. But I thought this might have been it, but then it came in this beautiful Amazon gift bag, and I'm like, no, Cynthia didn't gift herself with a gift bag. She just has it just delivered. So I knew this was from a special someone. And so I did what it told me. There was an envelope that said open before opening this envelope. So I did. I opened it and pulled what was inside of it out, cried and laughed and just screamed for a moment. And then I opened that envelope and it showed me who it was from. And they also had given me a sweet little message, which I'm going to keep personal. But you guys, Tiffany from Little Crafty Bits did not just me a favor, but did us, those that are enjoying Once Upon a Storybook, a favor. And look what she purchased me. The set, the complete set of Anne of Green Gables. Now, in our library, they only go up to 7 books. And this past Sunday, we started the 3rd book. This one has a total of 8 books in it. So we actually have an extra book that my library doesn't even have. So now I'm going to open this real quick. Maybe. Now, normally I keep a pair of scissors here. And I got 2 project bags. There's probably one in each of those. I know there's, oh, here we go. Some tough plastic, which is good because that means it protected it. But oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So literally the day after I got it, I went back and returned that book to the library. They got it a whole week early this time. But here is the book that we're currently on. And it's Anne of the Island. And it looks different from the one that I took a picture of. So maybe I'll take a picture of this one and have it in the intro of Once Upon a Storybook. But here are the 2 that we've already finished. Anne of Green Gables, Anne of Avonlea, and that's the same cover. Maybe this is the same cover. It just looks different on the paperback than the hard book. And then, of course, we'll go to Anne of Windy Poplars, Anne's House of Dreams, and then Anne of Ingleside. You see she's getting older, and kids. Rainbow Valley. And then the final one says Rilla of Ingleside. And just saying, the answer to one of the questions for movie night tomorrow night that I gave everybody a hint on, the answer is actually on these books as well. So yep. Let me put these back in here. Want to keep them well protected. We'll leave 3 out because that's what we are currently reading. So thank you so much, Tiffany. That was a wonderful gift. All right, let me check the chat and then we're going to pull the wheel up and then we're going to talk. And I got to watch my time. We're running over a little bit here. All right. Taffy says, we went from snow, ice, rain, the storm, then 61 weather, and today 63. Yes, I'm definitely not a winter or fall person. I missed summer before it was over. So spring and fall are my favorites. I love it when the temperatures are like right between like the upper 60s and the lower 80s. Those are my favorites. And I love the little crisp, cool breezes in the morning and at the end of the day. Jen says, I still have a pumpkin and Christmas lights up in my room. I love it. All right, here we go. Let me get this wheel up. And I had it ready, but it looks like it has gotten closed. So let me all right. Minimize that for the moment. We'll come back to it. All right. And I've got to change over the wheel. And we're going to open it up to the channel wheel. Here we go. And you guys, I have names written in 3 places because that's just how you roll when you're not feeling well and you want to make sure you get everything done. So I'm going to look at my 3 places. And I think the fastest way is if I just go down each list instead of trying to figure out how many each person has from all 3 lists. So I'm just going to do one list at a time. All right, the first one is Miss Wanda. And on this particular list, she has 5 entries. And remember, we are spinning this wheel tonight. So let me do this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And actually, it might be easier just to go to each list. So over here, she has 9. And over there, she has 4. So that's 13 more times. So here we go. 1, 2. Count. Sorry. Sorry, Kim. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, the next one is Miss Kim, and she has 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 18. All right, and she has 18. Now, mind you, a lot of this is coming from when I was out sick and couldn't do this. So that's why there's so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. All right. Next is Miss Kate. And she has 2. So 1 and 2. Next is Angela Wright, and she has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. She has 18. Angela Wright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. All right. Next is Miss Paula. And she has 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Next is Samantha. And she has 15. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Next is Miss Carla. And she's got 10. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Next is Miss Sonja. And she has 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Next is Mishi. And she has 3. All right. Next is Tiffany. And she has 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Next is Dom P. And she has 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Next is Miss Suzanne. And she has 1. All right. Next is Charisse. And she has 2. All right. Next is Mara. And Mara has 2. All right. Next is Uriel. And she has 3. Okay. Next is Hope Mahoney. And she's got 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Next is Miss Gwen. And she's got 1. Next is Lulu. She's got 1. And a lot of these folks that just got like 1 or a 3, I did in the month of February start counting any comments you make, even if it's commenting a happy birthday to someone, you got 1 entry. All right. And Deniska Blyther got 1. All right, now that's all on that list. Let me check this list. All right, that's Miss Tina from Camper 14, and she got 2. So that's 1 and 2. Miss Vicky Oodles, she got 2. All right. That's all of that list. Oh, Miss Vicky Oodles had 2 more on this one. Okay. All right, now that is all up to date. Oh, nope. Hang on. Hope got 1 more. Control-C. Miguel got 1. Wanda got another 1. Dawn P got another 1. Kim got another 1. Angela Wright got another 1. Lulu got another 1. And Uriel got another 1. All right. So this completes our list. So everybody from at the end of tonight's live going forward goes on March's wheel. And we'll do this again at the end of March. All right, let's shuffle these names real quick. Give them a couple of really good shuffles. So all those names that were the same side by side are all mixed in and jumbled in. So I'm really shuffling it good. Okay, I'm going to try and take my chat back a minute so I can catch up there. All right, I read that. Jen, I still have a snowman on my entry table, says Dawn P. It is still technically winter. It is. And I love snowmen, Dawn. Snowmen are like the bomb diggity of winter. 77 is too hot for Wanda. I like it between like 67 and 79, 80-ish is okay for me. Because I like that sun. Hello, Miss Linda. Welcome in. And Paula is saying, how is everyone? All right. It's time, you guys. Let's spin our wheel, and then we'll let our winner choose what they want. I think what I need is up there. I'll go get that while this is spinning. Here we go. All right, Miss Paula. Congratulations, Miss Paula. All right, let me take this screen down. We're going to do that. And I should have, before I did that, I should have told y'all how many entries were there, but I didn't. All right, I'm going to clean our wheel because we will start fresh for next month. All right, congratulations, Miss Paula. Miss Paula, so I went to go get some yarn, and then I remembered I donated that extra bit of yarn to Connie's birthday bash that started tonight. So, Miss Paula, you can choose either between a $10 Amazon gift card or a surprise gift from me. So either one, just email me. You don't have to say it in the chat unless you want to, but you can either get a $10 Amazon gift card or a special surprise from me. All right. And the thing about my wheel is you do not have to be present to win. You've already put in the hard work. So, all right. So again, if you are here for the first time, real quick, a reminder of how you get on the wheel. Any comments you make on any of my videos or lives in the comment section, not in the chat, couldn't keep up with all the ones in the chat, you automatically get an entry. If you use a sentence for those videos and lives with the joy word, and we've already done the joy word earlier tonight, you get an entry. If you do a separate sentence in that video or in the live comment section after the live and tell me what you liked most about the live, then you get a second entry. But it has to be something descriptive, because I am not only trying to learn something about you, but I'm also trying to see what content you really like. So saying what I enjoyed most in the live was hanging out with my friends. Well, hopefully we all enjoyed hanging out with each other. That does not count. If you say in a Bible study live, I like it because we talked about Jesus. Okay, for that to count, tell me what part about talking about Jesus you liked, or what about specifically in that Bible study you liked, or a character that was mentioned in that Bible study. So be specific. If you're general like that, it doesn't count, because I'm not learning anything about you, and I'm not learning anything about the content that you specifically liked in that particular live or video. So hopefully that makes sense. Also, for every $1 spent in a super sticker super chat, you get an entry on. For sending me finished makes, and I just realized, my friends, tonight I forgot to add you to that wheel. So guess what? We're going to pull the wheel back up and we're going to start it off and add those folks to that wheel. So let me turn my page here and let's add them real quickly. So they're the first ones to go on. And I just realized, and I made a mistake. I'll get it together for next time. I made a number wheel to spin to choose how many names from that wheel to carry over to next month's. And I'll do that next time. All right. Adding on here for tonight, Miss Sonja will get a total of 8 entries because she sent me that many pictures. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, let me go back and spell her name right. 7 and 8. Angela Wright gets 1. Carla gets 1. And Samantha gets 7. And let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, gonna mix those up a little bit. And the colors around this wheel will change for next month. We'll have different colors than these. These were our February colors. So I will be changing those colors out for next month. All right. Oh, let's save that. Don't want those names going anywhere. All right. Now, we're going to talk a minute, and then right before we say goodnight, we are going to choose 5 folks to join the Joy team. Okay. So let me just check the chat real quick. I did not, Jen. I got to remember where you sent that to me. That's the bad part. If it doesn't come to me in an email, then I forget. If you can send it to me in an email, I'll have it for the next time in our tea party. And I'll explain that in a moment. Will you do that, Jen? Will you send that to me? And because I failed to remember, I will give you 2 entries for that. All right. Linda says, I was able to sit spell on my front porch today, so enjoyed the warm sunshine. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm waiting for. I actually said to Mr. Joyful earlier this evening, I said, can we please start cleaning up the porch so I can sit out there when the weather gets nice? And he promised he would. He's got tools spread out everywhere from different projects he's been working on. But bless his heart, he don't have a craft room in a studio. Cynthia takes up 2 rooms in the house, so he uses the front porch, but he said he would clean it up so I could enjoy it out there. Hello, sweet Connie. Welcome to the Joyful House. We were just talking about your birthday bash and trying to tell people they need to go. Check out that video. Sorry that work was so crazy busy. I didn't get to come to the premiere, but I did shout it out on my community page this morning. She says, greeting to all of my amazing Yarny friends. How are y'all doing today? Thank you guys for welcoming her in. And yes, we did sing happy birthday for you at the very, very beginning, Connie, but this is for you now. Happy birthday, my friend. All right. Snow is melting. Now I can, says Paula. All right. If you guys will drop me some emojis. All right. It's time for us to get a little bit serious. I'm just going to cut to the chase because we've already taken up a lot of time, which I've thoroughly enjoyed, but I know some of you want to go over to Pam's house. I am making some changes on my channel because I just absolutely need to. I did this about 6 months ago. I purged some of my episodes and my shows, and I was really sad about it, but I knew it was the right thing to do. And I ended up falling right back into my usual normal rut and kept piling things on and doing more and more. And to be very honest with you, I literally am working full time from 8 to 5, 5:30, 6, 6:30 sometimes out in the outside of the home job. And then I'm coming in here, and every night I was coming in and doing a live, and I wasn't leaving the studio until like 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock. And as many of you know, I'm trying to make 10 o'clock to 10:30-ish my cutoff time for all electronics. Taking 30 minutes, to get ready for bed and then sit down and crochet for 30 minutes and then lights out. Now, I can choose, because it doesn't take me a full 30 minutes to get ready for bed. I mean, how long does it take to put on pajamas, brush teeth, and wash your face? It don't take me 30 minutes. It might take me all of 10 minutes. So I'm also trying to take a few minutes to read about 10 pages to a chapter a night before I literally just completely turn the lights off and close my eyes. But if I'm working in the studio till 11, 11:30, none of that is happening. And I'm finding myself actually going to sleep and going to bed lights out around 1, 1:30. Can't do that and be at the office at 8 o'clock. So that means I'm not really getting any crochet time. And if I am, I'm trying to cram it in on Saturdays and Sundays when that's my family time and my husband time. And so long short of it, I knew I needed to make some changes. And God has been tugging at me and tugging at me and tugging at me. And a couple of you know who your blessed, beautiful souls are, have been saying, Cynthia, you're doing way too much. You're doing way too much. And I was being stubborn and I wasn't listening. During that 3 weeks of being sick, I was like, I am done, being so worn down that my body, can't fight anything. So I know it is time for me to take care of myself. I do a wonderful job of taking care of everybody who is in my life except for myself. And I can't take care of anybody, even if it means just bringing them joy, if I am not in a position to do what I need to do. So these are the changes I'm making. I know some of you are going to be really bummed about some of the things I'm taking away. But no, it's all done with the best of intentions. And then I'm going to tell you what is staying and what is going to be added in a different way. Hey, Zach, welcome into the joyful house, my beautiful friend. So good to see you. All right. Monday night, I am still going to meet every Monday night with the Joy team, and we are going to continue working on our amazing mystery make-alongs because that has been one of the highlights of my week of starting it out. I thoroughly enjoy not only doing these mystery make-alongs with them, trying not to throw out apples every week as we try to work on these projects and try to describe what they need to do and the best colors choices that they're asking me if they're okay without giving any apples. But also, I enjoy watching the growth of each individual, the faith that it takes to make a project, not knowing if it's outside of your skill set, not knowing if it's outside of your comfort zone, but giving it a try and giving it your best. I sit back in humble admiration of these folks. Then, not only that, the faith that it takes in me to navigate and guide them through these projects. I don't take that lightly. And I am humbled by the fun that they bring every week. And even when they have to frog, and I know they're frustrated, they're still in it to make it. And that makes my heart smile. And then the reward of seeing those blinded finished makes at the end. There's no way I could give up doing the mystery make-alongs with the Joy team. So that is staying. Tuesday night, Joyful Adventures in Crafting. Tonight, which would have been Tuesday night of this week, is the last episode of Joyful Adventures in Crafting. I know this is only our 12th episode, and we only started this not more than 4 or 5 months ago. However, in place of Joyful Adventures in Crafting, and I did call up Wanda first before I brought it to anybody, Joy Team, you guys, because she is, after all, the one who helped me come up with the title of Joyful Adventures in Crafting. And I felt that it was respectful to call her first and say, hey, this is a decision I have to make. She was 110% behind me, and I hope she won't be angry at me for sharing this, but she's one of those ones who have been kind enough to be a real friend and say, Cynthia, I don't know how you're doing all this, but it's too much. And I truly appreciate that. Now, we're still going to have something where you can send in your finished makes, and I'm going to share them. We're still going to have bloopers if there's bloopers. And we're still going to do our joy words and our joy wheel and pick our winners like we did tonight. But instead, in Joyful Adventures in Crafting, that's right, you guys are going to get to be a part of the Jubilant Tea Parties. The Joy Team is the only one who's been a part of the Jubilant Tea Parties for the last 6 months. But now the whole channel will get to be a part of the Jubilant Tea Parties. They are an uploaded video. They are not intended to be very long. So just something really, light watching, but fun. Now they are going to be a little bit longer than they normally would because I plan on finishing or showing finished makes. I plan on doing the wheel. That's where I will continue showing what I'm working on. It's just now, instead of it just being the Joy Team, and then you guys would see it on Joyful Adventures, it's all going to be done on Jubilant Tea Parties. I did have a talk with the Joy Team because the Jubilant Tea Parties was something specific to them, but they have been so kind and gracious to say, yes, take it to the channel. So I decided to reward them for their generosity, and they will receive the Jubilant Tea Parties in advance as a private video, and then you guys will receive it 3 days later. And I feel like that's the fairest way to do it. Jubilant Tea Parties will not be every week. They will be random. So there may be a week where there isn't one. There may be a week where there's 3. But every time we come in, any names that I have to go on the wheel will go. So if we meet 3 times in that week, then all the names I've gathered from one to the next will go on. If we don't meet in that week and we have to meet the next week for it, then any names I've collected from the last time we had a tea party till that next tea party will go on that wheel. The last tea party of the month is where we'll spin the wheel for our month joy word giveaway. Okay. All right. Everybody with me so far? We did get blessed with your handsome face tonight, Zach. I love that, Mr. Handsome. We got Mr. Handsome in the house. And speaking of being in the house, I know we've got at least 2 eagles that I know of in the house. So let's do a shout out for them. I know we got Wanda in the house, and I know we got Sonja in the house. So good to have those eagles. And if my other eagles are in the house, let me know, and we'll be happy to do a shout out for you as well. All right. So I can still send in my diamond painting when it's finished? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no way I could take that away. I love seeing your finished makes. And what better to receive a gift of your finished makes than to share it? So I am going to continue sharing those gifts of all of your finished makes when you send them in. So absolutely. And again, you get an entry on the wheel for every individual project you send in finished. So, all right, moving on. Thursday night, we will still continue to have our watch parties, but after the watch party for 1 hour, like when we're meeting now, from the watch party before Pam goes live, so from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have what's called Joy House Playdates. I am still going to have all my individual playdates, but I have narrowed it down to only 6 individual one-on-ones month to month. So if you send in a request for a playdate and it's already been taken, I will let you know which ones were left. And if they're all taken, then you will be first on the list to choose in the next month. That's the fairest way I know to do it. But, and those are for one-on-ones, but on Thursday nights, we will come together and have what's called Joy House Playdates. And that's where everybody can come in. And for 1 hour, we're going to do nothing but hang out and work on our projects. I will drop a link. So if you want to come up and be on panel, so you don't have to type and you can work on your projects, you can do that. If you want to just stay in the chat, you are free to do that. I want everyone to come in and have fun, but it is a time for us just to hang out and be friends and work on our projects. All right, Friday night, y'all know I'm not taking away movie night. So everything is staying the same there. Bible study, love it too much. And in fact, this very past week, I can't give out too much detail because it was a private email, but I had someone reach out to me and basically telling me that they felt at the beginning of December that there was no purpose for their life. They Googled the word joy. It led them to my channel. It led them to the Bible study that I did on Fight Back with Joy. And I give God all that credit because he's the one who leads me every study that we do to what we're doing. So I take no credit. It's all him. But she is on the last week of that study in the playlist. Joy is her life word. And I love that we are connecting and meeting one another, even if it's through email, and building a friendship. And that's what it's about. And that's what my channel is about. It is about connecting. It's not about numbers. It's not about what I make or what I don't make. It is about a community of friends in a safe place. And hopefully you leave with more joy than what you came in with. And that is the goal of my channel. And if ever I stray from that goal, then I am giving you permission and authority to put my agency in check and say, we need to talk, because I don't want it to be anything but that. So Fridays are staying the same. Now let's talk about the first Thursday and the first Friday of the month. There will be no movie night on Friday, the first Friday of every month, because that's when we did bingo and that's when we did Real Delight on Friday night, where we show a movie in my private Zoom room. Well, I was thinking about taking bingo and doing it once a quarter and having more games in one night. But after much thought and having the ability to go to several channels over the last couple of weeks, sick or not, and play bingo in other people's houses, I decided that there's enough bingo games out there that I am no longer going to do bingo games. But that doesn't mean that I won't be giving stuff away. I'm just going to have random giveaways that just pop up here and there. So you definitely want to check out the lives, the tea parties, because you just never know when one's going to pop up. But I will remind you that my annual giveaway is coming up next month, because March is my anniversary month and we will be celebrating my 5th anniversary on YouTube. It's so surreal. I can't believe it's been that long. And then on the other hand, it seems like it's been like longer, like I've known y'all forever. But we'll have that annual giveaway, and that's where I lay out all the ball bands of all the yarn that I've used from that moment last year to this moment this year, and you guess. Now, normally I'll have 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 winners, but this year I am only going to have 1 winner, and that's because I am giving away a full wooden hook set. So it is a full set of wooden hooks from the smallest to the big. I think it goes to like N or maybe a little bit higher. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at them. But anyway, of course, when it comes time to announcing that, I will show the wooden hooks up front in that announcement video. But anyway, so no more bingo on the Joyful channel, but we'll have lots of other giveaways. And you never know. It may be a $20 giveaway. It may be some yarn. It may be a yarn ball. It may be hooks. You just never know. But I had a thought and it just went in and it went out. Isn't that just sad when that happens? Can we turn that light bulb back on? What was that thought? Giveaways, giveaways, giveaways. Oh, and Mr. Joyful and I talked. And if I'm doing away with the bingos, that also means going forward, we'll have more prizes to give on finale night of movie night and bigger prizes. So anyway, all right. Have I covered everything? So no more joyful adventures, but random tea parties. No more bingo, but lots of extra giveaways, random. Oh, Real Delight on Friday night. So if there's no more bingo, Real Delight on Friday night will continue to happen the first Friday of every month. And it will start at 7 o'clock and it will end at 9. Okay. And then, of course, my Eagles Are Live will then start taking place the first Friday of every month at 9:30. And then Joy Rides for the Joy Riders will be announced for those specific rides. All right. This Joy House Playdate, it will be every Thursday except the first Thursday of the month. Since there's nothing going on that Friday except the Real Delight, I'm not going to have anything that Thursday and let that be a Cynthia night. That's going to be a Cynthia play date with Cynthia. So there will be reminders on my post to always remind you. In fact, something new that I'm going to start is every day that there's a live or video, there'll be a post that morning that says, hey, come join me today for this. Hey, come join me today for this. Hey, come join me today for this. So that will be there. And that way it'll serve as a reminder. I know many of you don't like going to the post on people's channel, but I'm telling you, on the Joyful House, it's like the Holy Grail. That's where all the news is going to be, okay? So anyway, does anyone have any specific questions or any questions? And if you want to keep them personal, always feel free to email me. Let me put my email back up. I'm here for you guys. And what I'm trying to do is make more time for Cynthia and make more time even for you guys individually on the outside of YouTube. YouTube is an amazing platform that I'm grateful for. And the main 3 things I'm grateful for the most for it is it gives me the mystery make-alongs with the Joy team. It gives me Bible study on Fridays, and it gives Mr. Joyful and I a date night to come hang out with friends on Friday night for movie night. Everything outside of that is just a gift and a plus. But I'm here about making true connections. And if it means not even on YouTube, but on the phone, through email, through an individual play date in a Zoom room, then I'm okay with that, because that's why I started my channel, was to have time to crochet with like-minded people, or maybe even learn a new craft. Maybe while I'm crocheting, you're diamond painting, or you're cross stitching, or you're knitting, which I plan to do a lot more knitting this year, I hope, now that I'm giving myself some free time. And this free time is going to help me get that Stranger Things blanket done, because I truly love that project and I'm truly proud of that project, but it has become more of a weight over my head than an enjoyment. And I want to bring it back to being the enjoyment that it was when I started it. So I know that some of you, this is some disheartening news. For some of you, you're probably like, it's about time, Cynthia. For some of you, you're like, you know what? I love you and I support you, and whatever works, I'm here for whatever you have. And I appreciate all of those feelings because I understand them. Why? Because I have all those feelings. But at the end of the day, I know I have to do what's best for me. And to be honest, even though I am better, I have been struggling ever since I got sick. My sugar levels have never been above 217 for the last 3 years. In the last 3 weeks, they've been in the 300s. And about 6 days ago, they were in the 400s. It was Saturday. Yes, Saturday, it was in the 400s. I have not been able to get it down below 254 in the last 3 weeks. So that's why I'm having some tests done. And that's why I'm going to the doctors on the 14th. And that's why we're not having Bible study and movie night. Not to scare anybody, not to bore anybody with my health details, but I just know that it's time that God can only call my name so many times and teach this stubborn child to wake up. I'm wide awake. And I'm still here wanting to have fun. So I'm making changes to ensure that we can still hang together and have fun for a long time to come. I'm not ready for him to put the end on my book. So anyway, I'm going to head to the chat. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to head to the chat. And then if you will, even if you don't want to stay, if you'll run over to Pam's house and just give her some thumbs up, do a quick little joy raid. And I will go over there and tell her, I'm sorry if I held any of you from going over there. All right, we're going to pick 5 people to gift memberships to in just a minute, but I do want to check on the chat real quick. Me too, Zach. I was so excited when I got your email today. I am looking forward to that, and hopefully it will finally happen. I am looking forward to our play date as well. And if y'all are ever close to Newberry or close enough that I can travel, I will travel. I would love to have a face-to-face play date. Don't P. Bridget. Anyone? I just called those 2 because they live in South Carolina. Oh, Taffy, thank you so much for those hearts. It means the world. Okay. Just making sure. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate that. Wow, Zach. March is also his anniversary, and it will be 6 years for him. That's exciting. Laura says the day before my birthday, Zach. Laura, I got to make sure I got your birthday. I think I do, but I'm going to write that down. So that is March 28th is Laura's birthday. I'm going to make sure I got that. You know what? I don't know why I wrote that down. My planner's right here where I write it down. Let's see, Laura. Do I have you down for the 28th? Oh, wait a minute. She said the day before. Okay, that makes sense because it's not the 28th, it's the 30th. And I do have you written down. And Renee, Natural Nene, shares that birthday with you. So your birthday is March 30th. Gotcha. What would you think about a group play date on that Friday night? Instead of doing the Thursdays? Is that what you're saying? I'm running through my head because we're still doing the Real Delight, showing the movie. And then after that is when I'm doing the Eagle Live that I do with my Eagles. But something I could do, and I appreciate this, because this shows me that y'all care, and this shows me that you're trying to help me treat Cynthia as well as I treat each of you and my family and my friends. it would stretch out our series, but we could do like Real Delight on the first Friday, movie night on the second and the third, and we could do a play date on the fourth. And then that leaves my Thursdays free other than the watch party. Well, there'd only be 2 watch parties because that'd be the second and the third, because there wouldn't be one the first and second. And that gives me, and if that's the case, I will definitely get that Stranger Things blanket done probably by the end of March. But let me know, is that an idea? I've got 18 people in the house. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I love you too, Sonja. Y'all don't make me cry now. I've put on my big girl panties, and I've made this decision, and I've promised several people that I won't end up where I was 6 months ago, making these changes, and then 6 months down the road, I'm doing more than I was 6 months ago when I quit doing stuff. I know that I need some time to breathe. I need to come home, not every night and come straight to the studio. It'd be nice to come home and actually eat dinner with Mr. Joyful, take my shoes off, put on my PJs, watch a little bit of TV in my living room. My living room is the room I spend the least amount of time in. And if I do, it's usually only on the weekends. I hear ya. Oh, thank you, Zach. I love y'all too. Hey, Dawn Yarn Doll, welcome to the Joyful House. Oh my gosh, nugs. I'm getting so excited. I'm all choked up, Dawn. So good to see you, my friend. I can just feel your smile. I know, Laura, I corrected myself. I didn't read your comment. You said the day before. Zach is asking Dawn if she's gotten some sleep yet. Didn't you say you'd have an open Friday? Oh, no. I'd have an open Thursday because that Friday is Real Delight. And then after that, I was planning movie night the second, third, and fourth Friday, and fifth if there's a fifth Friday. But no, I'd have an open Thursday. But that Thursday, we wouldn't have a play date because that way it would give me a night every month that was a Cynthia play date, which was probably when I would work on the Stranger Things blanket in the studio. I mean, in the craft room. I don't do it in here anymore. I do it in the craft room. So I can either on every Thursday, except for the first one, have the Joy House play dates, or we can do Real Delight first Friday, movie night second and third Friday, and play date the last Friday. And if there's 5 Fridays, then the second, third, and fourth Friday would be movie night, and the last Friday would be play date. So y'all tell me, if we do it on Thursdays, you'll have at least 3 public play dates a month. If we do it the last Friday, you'll have 1. And I'm good with either, because that means either way, I'm either free to crochet on my own or free to crochet with y'all. If I did it on Friday, that one Friday, then that means every Thursday night I can guarantee myself to work on the Stranger Things blanket. But there again, too, if we had the play dates every Thursday, I'm still having time to get the Stranger Things blanket done. Because once the Stranger Things blanket is done, I am only working on my mystery make-along and whatever my current project is. So Stranger Things will not be forever. And in fact, I'm getting to the halfway mark. So either way, with this new schedule, I'm going to have more free time to get it done. So I fully can see it being done. If not the end of March, definitely before the end of April. So within the next month to 2 months, Stranger Things will be done. I'm excited. So I am open either way. I'm open to 3 Thursdays or 1 Friday for our public play dates. So you guys tell me. You're the ones that know your schedule better than mine. Well, y'all know my schedule because I'm giving it to you. You know your schedule. And you know what other houses you like to go spend time in. So I don't know, maybe there are other houses from, 8 to 9 on Thursdays you'd rather be at. I'm okay with that. Because I know that if I do something, at least from that 7 to 9 p.m. period on a Friday night, normally we'd be together for movie night anyway. So let me know. Anyone have any suggestions right now that they're willing to offer me Thursday or Friday? 3 Thursdays or 1 Friday? Oh, Cynthia, you were the first one to give me a birthday shout out 2 years ago next month. Happy birthday, all. And you know what? I have your birthday down because I wrote it the other day. And hang on, and I'm going to tell you specifically when it is. Let me see. Give me a minute. It is on March 24th, and you celebrate it with Bree from Breezy's Crafty Creations. Tell me if I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, I need to correct it, but hopefully I'm right. Thank you, Dawn, for sharing that. I did not know that. Angela says that's a very good idea. And I'm sorry, Angela, I don't know which one you like, the Thursdays or the 1 Friday. Dawn says you better not. I'm watching now. Linda says anything to cut your stress and burnout. Take care of you first. Love you. I need a nap, but I did get some sleep until Bella needed to go out. Hope you didn't work too hard today. Oh, that was from Dawn to Zach. Remember what I told you about that? You don't want me to make that call, right? Right. I don't, Sonja. I'm glad you made it over here too. We're kind of having a serious discussion, but it's all good. And we're fixing to go gift some memberships. That will be great with the changes that you're going to do. Thank you, Paula. I'm excited. I really am. I mean, with all things, it's hard to say goodbye to a segment you're doing because I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. But I think you're going to love the tea parties. I'm pretty sure the Joy team does because I've gotten a lot of positive feedback. And we literally have a tea party. And I'll explain all that in the first tea party. I've talked your ear off enough tonight. Zach says, darn Bella, laugh out loud. But she was worth it, wasn't she? Oh, yes, she was. All right. Jen says, okay. Cynthia, got a sneak peek what I'm making. I did get a sneak peek at what she was making. See, you never know what can happen on a play date. Even the watch party got some little extras. Just saying. No worries. Don't overdo. I'm not. Hey, Miss Tiffany, welcome to the Joyful House. It is so good to have our Eagle Tiffany in the house. All right. Jen says, be right back. Dawn says, that's wonderful, Cynthia. That's a good plan. Thank you. Cynthia doesn't know my birthday. If you tell me what month it's in, I will tell you because I do have it written down, Zach. I mean, y'all have already seen tonight how quick thoughts go in my brain. But if you tell me what month, I'll tell you when your birthday is. Because I know I have it. Angela says she would like the Thursdays. Thank you. You're the first person who's given me an answer, so I appreciate that. But there might be some people who've emailed me, so I can't count that out. But I do hope if you're not answering here that you will let me know. That's right, Zach. How could I forget? You and I both share the same birthday month. Okay, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all when Zach's birthday is. He thinks he's funny. I got him. Zach, your birthday is July 2nd, the day after Todd's. I should have remembered that because we made a big deal about that last year. He's a July 2nd baby, almost a July 4th baby. He and Todd were right there, neck and neck. Miss Jen is back. Where is the joy word at? Samantha, the joy word was at the very beginning. And just a reminder to everyone, from now on, going forward, whether it is a video or a live, I will actually say, here is your joy word, show it, and then we'll go on. So I will start verbally announcing it as well as showing it on the screen. But we've already shown it tonight. Thank you, Paula. I do agree. I'm not a creature of change. I am a creature of habit. So change is hard for me, but I know that it is good. And the moment I made the decision to make these changes, I kid you not, like a huge weight just lifted. And I literally I burst out into tears and started crying. And it was kind of like a healing cry, not like a sad cry, but it was a healing cry. And then it became a joyful cry. And literally, because it was last Friday night, Mr. Joyful and I sat here side by side after movie night and just started laughing. I went from crying and laughing to just laughing. And I slept the best I've slept in a while Friday night. Oh, ha! Sorry. So busy welcoming Tiffany in that I completely forgot to remove that. So sorry. Thank you for telling me. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. Thank you, the other Dawn. She says you're behind the eagle. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Show your face, please. Yes, I remembered, Zach. We were going to be singing happy birthday. Angela's saying hers is July 12th. And Angela, I am pretty sure I got yours too. I do. I've got you on the 12th. We got a lot of birthdays in July. A lot of birthdays in July. And y'all know July is when my my Joy Box starts traveling. And I'm actually going to start announcing that the end of May because we're going to do things a little different this year with the Joy Box. So we'll start prepping for it the end of May so that when it starts heading out the 1st of July, that we're going to have an exciting gameplay. And the reason I'm doing that is because one lucky recipient of the Joy Box, because I will know ahead of time who all is participating. So there will be a cutoff. So if I'm advertising it from May to July, there's plenty of time for people to sign up. But I'm going to put all the recipients on the wheel that are participating, and I'm going to spin that wheel, and I'm going to at least gift one person $20 towards shipping. And that will give me time to mail it out before it even arrives to them. So when they get it, they've got at least $20 to put towards the shipping. So I'm excited about this. We're gonna make this a real big, fun birthday bash because that's, my birthday's in July. That's when we've always started the Traveling Box of Joy is in July. So, but we're going to start preparing for it in May. So if you want to be a part of the Joy Box, the traveling box of joy this year, you know, you can either start letting me know or just keep watching out for those videos. All right. Zach says, I can remember that, Angela, because you just added one to my birthday, and you've got Zach on the 2nd and Angela on the 12th. So Miss Paula won it, Samantha. Isn't that awesome? Miss Paula was our winner. Linda says, do you have mine in April? And actually, Miss Linda, I think I do. I think I got it last year. So let me take a look. And let's see. I'm pretty sure I got yours last year. Maybe I did it, Miss Linda. I don't. So Miss Linda, will you tell me when your birthday is? April what? Don says, okay, sorry, I have to go. We're getting some quick bad storms. I know the wind was crazy this afternoon when I came in around 6 o'clock. What's going on with that, Dawn? Be careful, be safe, especially over there in Conway. Zach says, now I can remember Mr. Joyful's birthday. Just remember the day before mine. Yep. Thank you, Dawn. Have a great night. Love you. And she always I love it. She always says, remember, if you're feeling down, to look up. Love it, love it. All right, Linda says the 7th. Thank you for that, Miss Linda. So that means I've never celebrated your birthday, so this will be the first. Yay! All right. Well, to my knowledge, I've only gotten one comment that they would like the Joyful Playdates to be on Thursday. So I will be honest, I have already created a thumbnail. I've already created an intro and an outro for that Thursday night time together. So we're going to give Thursdays a try, and we'll leave movie night to every Friday except for the 1st and have Real Delight. And then I'll have my Eagle Live, and we're going to give that a go and see how it goes. But you know what the fun thing is about all of this, you guys, is most of the time, other than, you know, like the specific lives, like Once Upon a Storybook, obviously we're going to read the Anne of Green Gables books, the tea parties. We're going to take care of a little bit of business, meaning we're going to share what I'm working on, what you guys have finished, maybe some bloopers. You know, we'll have our tea party, and there'll always be something special in that tea party, because that's what makes it a tea party, is something special to share. And the rest of them, it's just us getting together and hanging out. There's no agenda. There's no promotions of any kind. It's just friends hanging with friends and having, well, a joyful time. So I am looking forward to it. I am looking forward to tomorrow night, ending February, and I am ready to embark on this new adventure in March here in the Joyful House. My joy tank is already overflowing, but I pray that it just like massively explodes. So I have to shove that joy your way. That's my goal. All right. Tiffany says Thursdays work. She likes that. So we're going to give Thursdays a go. Just remember, and again, I'm going to have these little reminders daily. It will start next week. But there is one going out tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. That just reminds you what's happening on Friday. But starting next week, anytime there's something happening in the Joyful House, whether it's a live or an uploaded video, you'll have a little morning announcement on the community post, just reminding you what's going on and what time. So anyway, all right. I appreciate y'all being here. I got one more piece of business, and then I've got to go over and apologize to my friend Pam for holding some of y'all up from going over there. But let's let's pick 5 people to gift memberships to. Won't that be fun? I think it'll be fun. And of course it closed on me, so y'all got to hear the ad. All righty. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see who Nightbot picks. Sherry R. Oops, it just jumped. Sherry R. Deb Morgana, and Deb just joined my channel, so that's exciting. And I can't see the rest. Can y'all see who it is? Oh, here we go. Bonnie's Corner, Crafting Adventures with Amy, and Dee Ferguson, the Lefty Crocheter. How about that? All right. Well, of course, there will be a little shout out for them probably tomorrow or Monday. So if y'all will go and just welcome them in, I would greatly appreciate that. And of course, it'll get you an entry on the wheel. All right. Congratulations again to Miss Paula. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Thank you for our wonderful time together. Thank you for the love and support you give me, no matter what I bring to the channel. I couldn't ask for more. I couldn't ask for a better group of friends. All right. Let's see. Making sure there was no one else I'm missing. Oh, one more piece of business, you guys. Wanda, my beautiful friend, celebrating 30 months on the Joy Team. You guys, will you help me celebrate Wanda? All right. Thank you so much, Wanda, for your friendship, your love, and your support. Angela says, I've enjoyed being in your life. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Good night, Angela. All right, you guys, I love you. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations. And above everything else, be joyful and be the joy in everything that you do. All right. I love you. Nugs and joy. Mwah. Be joyful, everyone.